Hey everybody, how you doing today? Just ignore the washing machine spinning out behind me. That's the joys of working from home. I had a question come in this week about the differences between using a Merry Member website. So we offer a free website to our members, and you could use that. We also recommend an Investor Carrot website. I just wanted to show you the differences so you kind of know what's going on. So let's jump over. That's why we're on Zoom. Let's jump over to the internet. I'm going to share a screen. Hopefully I can find the right one. And I believe I want to go here. I believe this is the page I want. Yeah, we're in the right one. So this is, if you're looking right now, this is my website, one of my Investor Carrot websites. So it allowed me to edit, make it pretty. I can put in all of my information, all of my social media. I had it templated with all of these pages. I had to create all of these extra pages, but Sell Your House is a basic template. How it works is a basic template. This is a testimonial page that comes within the system. It has a blog feature where they actually write blog posts for you. You need to edit them and customize them for yourself, but they're already there. And then there's an about page. So, you know, where it talks about us. I'm going to say something about an about us page. This is an aside, but if you have a website and it does not have your name on it anywhere, take some time to make you a real person. I talked to a seller once upon a time. I said, you know, they called me and go, I got all these letters today. I said, okay, well, why did you call me back? And he says, well, you know, out of all the letters I got today, I went to everybody's website. Half of them didn't have a website. This is a while back. Just about everybody has a website now. So he eliminated everybody that didn't even have a website. But he also said, hey, I looked at all the websites and you're the only person that was a real person. Others were like 1-800 Sell Your House, but there was just a company name. There wasn't a person. So if you have a website, no matter what it is, please put some personal information on there so they can get to know, like, and trust you. So that's my soapbox for the day. I was here to compare the Carrot website, which this is, to the free website. So if you don't know, if you're a member of this organization, this is merrymember.com. This is our membership page where you can log in to sign up for events. You can join. And we also link this, but you can get a free website as a member. And what does the free website do for you? Well, it's a basic website. Let's go see if we can find one. We're going to start at the property list, which you can go to. And I'm just going to pick the first property here. So 3945 Southwest Hidden Cove. This property is still on the Merry Member website, but if we scroll down, it says, go here to view this property on the individual's website. So we're going to click that. We're going to get a new page, and this is the investor's website. But sadly, let's look at mine, kcmohomebuyer.com versus free website, realestatepromo.com. So every free website is going to look like this. The only thing that's going to change is the ID. So this is Arthur's website, and this is his listing. And yes, it uses cookies. Everything uses cookies. It does have a great property posting. My KCMO home buyer site, there's no properties posted on that, but let's show you what a property page. So I have another one. I have 3. I only use actually 2 of them. They only sell them in 1s or 3s, so I use 2 of them. But let's look at my property listing here. Let's gotta wait for it to load, I think. But you can go to KC Invest and check it out, but you can see properties for sale. My internet's running slow today. It's right around 3 o'clock. It makes it slower. So these are my personal properties that we have for sale. And you don't have to have pending and sold. You can delete them from your site if you wanted to, but this is my property listing. And I don't know how many pictures we've loaded in here, probably 20 or 30. Versus on the free website where you get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to get on soapbox again. If you are using your free website, please, please, please use landscape photos. When you use photos taken portrait, that's with your cell phone up and down instead of sideways. They don't load into the system very well. So I highly recommend, if you're using our system, to use a landscape photo. And that's kind of the difference. I also kind of wanted to go through this website, the free one. There's not a lot of customizing you can do. It's basically the same for everybody. You can pay to use the site. I mean, if you're using a free one, you're going to find out you also have Google Ads that are paying real estate promo people some money. So your free website gets paid for by these Google Ads. You can pay to have a website with these folks with the real estate promo. They are the people that provide the Mary website, and there's nothing wrong with it. It comes with a lot of back-end stuff, and it eliminates the Google ads. It also lets you customize more, and it lets you have more pages. But I would say, if you're going to pay to have a website, I would go personally with Investor Carrot. As you can see, I have. And why? Let's look at the back end of our Investor Carrot site. So this is my KCMO home buyer. I'm logged in. When you start out at the dashboard, it has some basic information. I hardly ever even look at this page, but there's a lot of tools here. I don't use by far all of them. It has a lovely checklist system. So when you first get set up with them, it has a checklist of things that you need to do to get your site up and running. And you just go through the list, and I'm going to bet each checklist item has a little bit of instruction. And even if you don't know anything about building websites, it's fairly explanatory. It tells you what to do. And we're just looking at a spinning wheel. Hopefully it'll catch up with me here. But here we go, a strategy checklist. Action item 1, action item 2. So you kind of go through all of these things, and they tell you what to do. Another way you can get all this up and running is they run an authority challenge. It starts on the 1st of the month, every month. It does not like this page. I don't know why. So we're going to go on to the next page. And while that's loading, we'll load the next page. I will talk about the authority challenge. The authority challenge, they have one for investors. They have one for realtors. And I believe it comes with a free trial of their website. But it basically walks you through getting everything up and set up, running correctly for your website so that it starts generating leads. Then the next tab I look at, I usually look at this tab every time I log in. It's the stats page. It tells me how my page is doing compared to last week. I can look at a 30-day, a 90-day. I can do a 180-day. And it gives me an overview of how much traffic I'm getting to my website. So I can go, I mean, we can even go to all time. And I still wish I would take some time. So if you're just starting this and you have a day that's stellar, like whatever this day was, September 5th, 2022, that was a few days ago. That was the most visits I had all time. There, it's changing. We're still there. August 20th, the most visits to my page ever. Don't know what happened there. And this is probably, I don't know, we've lost all of our data. They must have something going on. But this kind of gives you an overview of where all your traffic's coming from, what pages are working the best. Are they coming from direct, meaning they typed your site in? Did they find you on an organic search? Did they pay on a paid ad? Did they come from social media? Did they come from somebody else's website? Or they just don't know where they came from? That kind of gives you an idea of how your stuff's doing. The other page I look at a lot is the rankings page, and that tells us how we're doing on Google. So the #1 rank is on Google is #1. Right now, I'm at 34 based on the keywords I've put in. I have been consistently for the last 5 or 6 years between 1 and 10 on most of the keywords. But last week, Google changed something. And they've changed the way they are ranking pages. And I went from 8 to 10 to 85. and I came back up to 34. So we're working on that. The other thing I like is the content page. So if you look at we'll just go to the main page itself. It gives you all these different pages, but the thing I like about Carrot is that it writes blog articles for you. Now, if you're like me and you've been around with Carrot for a long, long time, and this is my problem right now that Google's not liking, is after a while, you can only write the same basic concept one or two ways, and then you start repeating yourself. Google doesn't like repeating yourself. So I need to go in and clean up some of my repeating articles, but now I can go in and reuse articles that are already there. But what I like, if you're brand new, is you can go in and you can, let's see if I can find it, go to the content marketing system. And you can say, here's all these pre-written articles. You can go in and look at them, but with a few clicks, I can schedule these 4 articles to appear on my website. And then I can go into the content manager and edit those articles because they are written by somebody that is a content writer, not necessarily a real estate investor or a realtor. So they might not get quite all the nuances right. So every article that's written, I mean, you can turn it on and have it go on yourself, or you can go in and edit it and make a little bit more sense, be it more specific to your area. And it just makes it more exclusively yours. I highly recommend that. So that way, when people come to your website, they're not coming in and going, well, here's this blog page, but it's coming soon. Or here's this blog page and there's only 3 articles. I hate that. So those are the 2 differences between the 2 websites. How do I use the free one? What do I use the free one for? So if we go back, I'm going to go back to marymember.com and this property list. If you have a free website and you post your property on the free website, you get a little basic text. You get the headline. You get a little paragraph. You can put in some basic details and you can post 5 photos. Now, if you have a paid version of this, you can add a video and you can put links, HTML links. But what I like to do, because this posting, when I post it, is going to appear on the Mary property page with all these others. And some people, they're putting in no description, put in a headline, fill in that blank. Some people are not loading photos, they're just posting an address. So who knows? But I would fill in every blank they have. I would load up my 5 photos, but I would also put here on my headline, great house and highly desired Raintree Lake community ready to be rehabbed, offered by kcinvest.com. That gets my main website in there. And then in my text, hey, this is offered by Kim Tucker from kcinvest.com. Please go to our main website to see 47 other photos, our virtual tour, and more details on the rehab that is needed. And while you're there, sign up to be on our buyers list. So that's something you can do. That way people can find you. They don't have to hunt around and go, okay, who's selling this? Owner, agent, who's selling this? Oh, here it is. Here's a phone number, but still, who's selling this? Put it in the text and then they'll know who's selling it. So that's the difference. I like to use this is to drive them back to my Carrot website. Oh, there's my phone ringing. I got to turn it off. There we go. So we turn off the phone. It drives them back to my main Carrot website. The other thing I like, when I post a property here, this system emails it out to the entire Mary member database, which is a little over 3 million. It's a little over 3,000 contacts. And then we also send out an email update on Fridays. And whenever there's a new property, we post that in that email update. So I like to use the Mary database as another place that I can market my properties. And we're also trying it, Mary. We haven't got it perfected yet, but we're using another tool to pull in these property listings and then push them out to our social media pages. We've only been trying it out for a month. It's a little quirky and not working quite correctly. So we're still getting that done. So hopefully that'll give you an idea of what the difference is between the free website that we offer for you as a member and what you could get using Investor Carrot or for your website service. All right, I'll talk to you later. See you at next month's meeting. All right, we're going to stop the